I want to preface this by saying, like, no hate to Baby Nose or anyone else that works on Alien Stage and Zombie Stage and all that. Second of all, I know this isn't what I usually do, but I wanted to try something new. I have posted Alien Stage stuff before, and I do plan to post more in the future. I do want to play more Alien Stage fan games and whatnot. Anyway, let's just hop right into it. So if you haven't heard, an Alien Stage AU dropped recently called Zombie Stage. The basic premise is that it takes place in like a high school AU where Miji and all of her friends are watching a movie called Zombie Stage. And I'm assuming the movie is going to reflect what's going on in the real world with the characters, perhaps? Episode 1 dropped a few days ago. I'm recording this on the 30th of June, so that was like, what, 3 or 4 days ago? I don't know. I want to start with the things that I like about this AU. First of all, visually, amazing. This is the best that like any of their animations have ever looked. I am blown away. The overall aesthetic reminds me of Guru Guru's album Ryotsutsu Ongenshu. I'll put it on screen now and you'll see what I mean. I just love the overall aesthetic of this series in general. Like, this is everything to me. I love zombies, I love the black and the red and the grunginess of it all. I also really like the song that's featured in this. I really like the fan chant that they do throughout the entire song. It's incredibly disturbing compared with the visuals of it all. I don't really like K-pop music in general, but something about the song like tickles my brain pretty nicely. And lastly, I really like how crazy Suwa is in this. I love how outwardly obsessive and just batshit insane she is. I really love when we get more of a focus on that side of Suwa and her selfishness and how Miji is basically her entire world and she will do anything, like literally anything, just to keep Miji by her side, even if it ends up hurting her. I like that obsessive side of Suwa. Now it's time for everything I don't like, which, ooh boy. There's a lot. There's a lot. For me, the biggest problem with this entire thing is, what is the point? And who is this for? This first episode is the exact same as the original Alien Stage, for the most part. It's Suwa versus Miji. Suwa ends up losing, and Suwa loses... Well, okay, in the Zombie Stage she doesn't die, she just loses a limb. The main difference between Alien Stage and Zombie Stage is that in Zombie Stage, you have to keep going, you have to continue suffering, which I think that ties in well with Miji's speech at the end of Karma in Alien Stage. But besides that, this is the same. Both Miji and Suwa are being exploited again. This time it's just by humans, which, I'll be honest, I think it's kind of silly. I guess having humans instead of aliens makes more sense for this AU. Oh, humans are the real monsters. Like, okay, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? We've seen this a million times. Suwa also loses again by the same exact amount of points. I'm like, why? Why would you do this? This is just the same. You were rehashing the same points. You were rehashing the exact same points. I really thought when they said that they were doing Zombie Stage, I thought they would change the pairings of who was going against who, because that could be interesting and we could see some character interactions that we don't really see outside of the comics. But no, it's Suwa versus Miji again. It's Ivan versus Till again. Suwa's still obsessive, Miji is still Miji, Ivan's gonna be gay, and Till's gonna be Till, and it's just like, why are we doing this again? This is so repetitive and it's so nothing. I'm sorry if my thoughts seem all over the place. I did not write a script for this. I've had a few days to sit with this AU, and I just do not see a point in it. Again, like, I kind of see that they're trying to continue it with what Miji says in Karma. Like, it's supposed to be like a continuation of that and like prove her point, I guess, but she already proved her point with Alien Stage, and I'm just like, why? Why are we doing this again? It definitely feels like fan service and almost like a cash grab. And there's nothing wrong with fan service, I just think, did we need a whole show for this? I guess you could argue that Alien Stage was more idol culture as a whole focused, while this is more K-pop industry focused, but I feel like that's not enough to warrant an entire new show. My other gripe with Alien Stage, just AUs in general, is that for me personally, I think that the Alien Stage characters lose a lot of interest when you take them outside of the environment of Alien Stage. A lot of their flaws and their mental illness and whatever else is wrong with them, that all stems from them being in the Enact Garden in Alien Stage. When you take them out of that environment, they just become like Yuri and Yaoi Slop. Like there's really not a whole lot to them, I guess. Because if they weren't slaves in that environment to begin with, they wouldn't act the way that they do. Like, I don't mind AU, like the school AU. I get it, you want to see your favorite characters happy. I want to see Till and Yvonne happy. I'm like a moth to a flame. I see tall black hair and short unnatural color hair, and I black out. But from a critical standpoint, when you take Alien Stage characters out of Alien Stage, they become significantly less interesting. And I think that's kind of what's happening with Zombie Stage. Not to a great extent, like with some of the other AUs. But I feel like Sua doesn't really have a reason to be as obsessive as she is. But I always thought that Sua's obsession came from the fact that she was never really taught how to love properly. Like, none of these children were. I feel like all the Alien Stage characters were products of their environment. I didn't mind more of the focus on Miji's autonomy as a person. Seeing Miji conform to heteronormativity more was interesting, I guess. Even though Alien Stage Miji would like never do this, she was very clear about how much disdain she has for men, outside of Yvonne, because Yvonne was, you know, gay. I guess seeing what if Miji decided to conform is an interesting way to take her character in this. Also, for Zombie Stage, we get like zero info about the actual zombie outbreak itself. Like, obviously that's not like the main point of it. Maybe in future episodes we'll learn more about it. Like, the only really scene we see of this outbreak is when Miji and Sua get into the fight.
Then you walk to that bitch. Give me my fucking key. Nah, I like you parked in that bitch.
And the zombie chases after Miji and Sua doesn't stop her. Dude, Sua is like actual evil in this AU. We got to see a bit of it in Alien Stage, but I feel like here they go a lot more ham with her obsessiveness. I don't know, man. This whole AU is just so odd to me. Like, I just don't understand why they made this a whole thing. Alien Stage at its core is about relationships and how the environment people grow up in affects their relationships with one another. I guess I could see why people enjoy this AU, but for me, it's just, it's nothing to me. Like, this is just nothing. And now I'm wondering, is there something I missed? Like, is there some great underlying theme that I'm missing that makes Zombie Stage so much more different than Alien Stage? Like, I understand it's supposed to be an AU, they're gonna be similar, but this is the exact same. This is the exact same. It's covering the same themes, it's the same pairings, maybe we'll get to see more from these characters, because in this AU they don't die, it's an eternal show, so they just remove their body parts and then they continue performing. So that could mean we get to see more of Sua and more of Yvonne. I guess it'll be interesting to see how they continue on after the competition. But also I feel like having them not die lowers the stakes. Again, though, I guess that makes more sense with Michi's speech at the end of Karma about how, like, the eternal cycle of abuse will never truly be happy, whatever the fuck she says. I don't know. I haven't seen Karma in a year. I just vaguely remember she talks about that. I probably should have rewatched Karma in Zombie Stage before recording this. I don't really care, though. I just wanted to yap. I just need to get these feelings out because I feel like I'm going insane. Everyone is glazing Zombie Stage. Like, everyone is saying, like, oh my god, Sua and Michi, doomed Yuri, doomed Yuri. I'm like, yeah, we already did that, though. We already did that. We've done that. Like, what is the point? Like, what is the point? And then everyone's like, oh my god, Yvonne and Till, they're gonna go up against each other. Yeah, they already fucking did that. They already did that in Alien Stage. It's gonna be the same. Like, I have no faith in this AU. I don't know. Besides the visuals. The visuals are stunning. The music is great. The music and visuals are always great, though. This animation studio seriously goes, like, above and beyond. It's beautiful. I respect it so much. I respect all the effort that goes into this. But again, I really wish that this went into just, like, a different project. Like, any other project. Do you remember Pink Bitch Club? Yeah, bring that back. That was actually really interesting. Like, Alien Stage is obviously... Actually, no, I lied. Alien Stage is not my favorite Vivinos project. My favorite is the My September animatic. Does anyone remember that? That is literally my favorite thing. That shit is so scary. Alien Stage is a close second, though. Because of the way they set up episode 1, I cannot think of a way for them to diverge the story and make it interesting. Because, okay, here's my prediction. We're gonna get to episode 2, it's gonna be round 2, and Till and Yvonne are gonna go up on stage, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, doomed Yowie! And then Yvonne is gonna sing, and Till is gonna sing, and we're gonna see that Yvonne did basically the same thing that Sua did to Miji, and it's gonna be crazy, and was like, whoa! Sua and Yvonne are like the same! They're both like crazy black-haired yanderes! And then, like, Yvonne is gonna lose on purpose, and then Till's gonna be like, oh my god, no! Yvonne, wait, I actually kinda like you! I didn't like Miji, I liked you! Wow! No, Yvonne, don't do it! No, Yvonne, don't blame yourself! And then, oh my god, and then we're gonna get to round 3, right? And round 3, it's gonna be Luca, and we're gonna cut back to Hyuna sitting in the crowd, and he's gonna be like, oh my god, no, Luca! I knew him when I did the K-pop industry or whatever the fuck, because obviously, you know, it's gonna be the same again. Like, Hyuna's gonna be like a former, like an alien stage. And then Luca's gonna do his final performance thing, and then everyone's gonna be like, wow, yeah, Luca, woo, my favorite K-pop idol. And Hyuna's gonna be like, wait, no, Luca, this isn't you. And then Hyuna's gonna get on stage, and then they're gonna like fucking turn her into a zombie or something. And then like the final episode will be them all like performing as zombies, and they'll be like, together we are zombie stage. Boom. Put this down in the predictions book. Give it like 3 years, and then boom, zombie stage is gonna be like finished, and then I'm just gonna be totally right, and everyone's gonna come back to this video and they'll be like, wow, this guy's so smart. Also, like, let's talk about Hyuna in this AU. Do we think she's gonna save Miji and Suwa? Because, okay, Miji's already too far and gone. She doesn't have fucking eyeballs, and Suwa is being Suwa. Like, I don't think she wants to be helped. Is she gonna maybe save? I could see her maybe she's gonna have like saving Till or something, and then they're gonna be like, no, K-pop is bad, K-pop industry bad, and we good, and together we are zombie stage. Like, I kid you not, I've been ranting about this AU for like the past half an hour. I know this is short, but I have been non-stop ranting about this for like the past half an hour. I had to cut so much of it out because I just kept reiterating myself over and over again. Just like this AU, just like all alien stage AUs. I just don't think like any alien stage AUs are gonna be good. Like I said before, when you take alien stage characters out of alien stage, they just become characters. I think that if they were to do an alien stage AU like this, I want different pairings. I want different people to go up against each other, and I want to see more character interactions besides Miji and Suwa, Ivan and Till, Hyuna and Luca. I want to see how these other characters interact with each other. I really like when we get to see interactions between Ivan and Miji, because one, it's not just seeing the same characters interact with each other, and two, because they just have an interesting dynamic. Miji is exploited by like all the men she knows. All the men she knows want her, and she's disgusted by it, but Ivan sees past all of that. Ivan sees like past her fake personality, he sees past all of it, and he doesn't want her. Like, I just want to see more interactions between these characters in general. Honestly, I've always wanted to see Hyuna and Till interact. I think that'd be really interesting. Considering that they both have like these rebellious personalities, but like Hyuna escaped the system and Till didn't. Well, obviously like Till does at the end, but like, I don't know. I just want to see the characters interact with each other more, because I feel like, you know like those character webs where you like fill out the interactions? I don't think you could really do that with Alien Stage with all the characters. Okay, one more thing. Another thing I don't like about this AU is that these characters were once free. In Alien Stage, they never knew freedom. In this AU, they were free before they joined the K-pop industry. And I think once they've known freedom, like, they wouldn't act in the ways that they do. Like, does this make sense? They wouldn't act in the ways that they do because in Alien Stage, they didn't know freedom, and they didn't know what the real world was like, and they didn't know, like, what normality was. But in this AU, they do know what normality is, and they still act like freaks. And I'm like, unless there's something deeply wrong with their psyche, I'm just like, I don't know. I've been ranting about this for so long. Thank you so much for listening to my insane rambles. I just need to get this off my chest because I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like, is there anybody else out there that feels the same way? Like they don't care for this AU because it's kind of repetitive? But yeah, let me know. Also, let me know if there's any good Alien Stage AUs that do some of the things I suggested, like different pairings, or I don't know. If you know any AUs where they do something interesting, let me know. Also, I just realized how hypocritical this was because I kind of sort of maybe loved the Alien Stage X Song of Saya AU, even though it was horribly mischaracterized. That's just because I love Song of Saya. I've played it since that last video. I love that game. That game is my everything. I need to do a whole video on Song of Saya because holy shit. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.